from the media. Please kindly let's take our seats. We're bringing up our mother so that she join us for this 18 years of impact and 60 years of service to country humanity. Ladies and gentlemen of the media, my name is Abbas. I'm here for just one purpose, to see this beautiful young lady celebrate her 18 years of impact, 60 solid years of service to humanity and country. It's not easy. Please, to start with, let us start. Clap and give her a standing ovation. It's very important. She is one of you some years ago, so you want to know more about the media landscape, political landscape, a whole lot of things about these countries. You can do better. I present to you superstar, finest, Grace Omaboe, popularly known as Maame Dokono. Please, I'm privileged to be the master of ceremony today and also to be in charge of media. I'm more than grateful to do PR for you, and I'm honored. My colleagues in the media, please, I will need all your attention here because I'll start with my first activity. My first activity starts with you. Please, kindly carry the mics around. I want everybody to share their final memory, so everyone has one suit. Please, what is your memory of Maame Dokono? Is it the politics? Is it the TV one? Is it the actress? Which one? She was just like you. Please give her the mic. Let's start with her. When she started, there was no one at all. Now we hear your sister. So let's start. I know you are 22 years old, so talk to me.
You're very mean. Alright, so if you start then, just like you said, now we will go back to Shaq. So I remember her in movies when she meets with the other Grace. There's another Maame Grace Law's name. And she was really hard like that, and I always watch her. I'm like, she always leaves us with the smiles and lessons to learn. Also, I remember her in by the fireside. Yes, when she had these kids, and tell them the pregnancy stories and all that. So that's where I also remember.
When she gathered you kids, you.
For me, she was larger than life. We had a lot of rumors about Maame. 90% were not true, but we were made to believe that. For instance, we heard she was the girlfriend of President John.
Forget it, she was the most beautiful woman in town. Forget it.
And I'm like, I want to meet this woman.
You can ask her to if she is.
So as fate will have it, I became the manager of the biggest cinema in Ghana. And here I am hosting an extraordinary woman, superstar. So it's a pleasure for me to finally meet you, to see this woman who is still larger than myself.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Afternoon.
For me, it's really the timelessness, right? And it's evident the fact that we are here for 80 years, like an 80th lunch. That shows how timeless she's been over the years for us as like a culture and an entertainment scene. And by the fire side, of course, stands out for me. But as I said, it's like a time business. Thank you.
Okay, I think I'm also one of the youngest who used to watch Maame Dokono the times, imparting knowledge, that is physical knowledge to their children. Of late, they read with it, but they don't really see it and they don't practice it. There are times when Maame Dokono meets by the fireside and tells stories, you could really see how impactful it goes to the heart of the children to also practice it. So when they were doing something that time, their colleagues can even advise them that we watched by the fireside and this story was told. You are not supposed to insult elders, you are not supposed to be greedy, you are not supposed to be that and that. But of late, we only read on it on social media without really having a physical contact with an elderly person like Maame Dokono, impacting knowledge those days. And there is something I've also come to realize about Maame Dokono. Ever since I was young that time, I haven't, by growing, heard any negative stories like we used to hear from people in the people who are great or upcoming artists or actresses like her. So it's something I've come to learn from Maame Dokono that I also want to practice to be like her. Thank you.
Nice one. And then let's just you get right back.
Thank you very much. For me, I think Maame Dokono has really impacted a lot of generations, especially those of us who came to see what she was doing. And that program went a long way to instill in children a lot of positives, which since that program went off our screen, it's been difficult for any program of a sort to fill that void. So that alone tells us that indeed her legacy lives on. And from the way I've seen her from afar, she really is somebody who is very bold in decisions, and that strong woman mentality is what has kept her to where she is now. So she's an inspiration, and I'm proud to be here on such interesting occasion.
Nice. I would love to ask all of you to share your story, but we still have more time. We will go on to talk about it. Please, we still have other slots. Okay. This one here from the top. Can you allow the gentleman, give him the mic? But I'm going to make his speech very short. His time is the gentleman. Okay. Well, you think it's old compared to the how will
Hello. When did we come age?
You are 22 years old.
22. Thank you. And next. When did we come age actually? Okay. Later we say we need you. By the fireside, I'm not your driver. When did we come age?
Very spot on, very spot on. You can feel the impact. I'm more than privileged to be here once again, to welcome you all to celebrating a grandmother, a mother, a sister, an auntie, and a woman of the entire nation. If there were certain opportunity granted, certain chance given, I'm sure she'll be the first female president of this republic. For politics, I've read about her very well. I'm a student of theatre arts and I'm a student of creative arts, and I also understand politics. So for her and things that she has done, some of us have recorded it, some of us have found memory of it. But to know her better, to know who she is, I would like to introduce one gentleman who will say more about her, who will introduce you to her personally. I think the knowing you know her is from your memory and what the media have shown you of who she is. But who she is, you get to know it throughout the entire process. You have the book launch, you have the celebration of your own life. So please, the media, follow us throughout this entire journey, and we are going to show you who Maame Dokono is, and we are going to reveal it to you. But to start with, I would like to call the CEO of Ligmat Media. In the industry, I'm sure most of you know him. He's also a PR media person. It's called Maame Dokono.
It's a great privilege to do this in front of a great legend. I mean, in Ghana, we do not celebrate our legends that much. But if Maame Dokono was born, or were born in, let's say, in America or in the UK, I mean, this media launch, the whole place will be full. And it doesn't mean that we don't celebrate our legend. We know how to celebrate our legend. And King-Dawie, we do it the way we're supposed to do it. Thank you very much. I'm here to talk about a legend. I mean, her achievement. And if I have to say everything, I'm sure maybe we'll close in 2 hours' time or 3 hours' time. So we just have to summarize what her achievements are so that you know exactly who we are talking about. Maybe there are first-time people who are meeting the great Maame Dokono here. In terms of, as a pioneer, Maame Dokono has been in the film industry for over 60 good years. Over 60 good years that she has been in the film industry. I mean, she has played iconic roles in numerous Ghanaian films and television series. And the nickname Maame Dokono. And in my earlier fond memories of her, I was telling you that I've done a bit of research how she became by that nickname Maame Dokono, because that's not her real name. You know, maybe today, some of you get to know what her real name is if you don't know. But she got the name Maame Dokono through a movie that she acted. And then she was a cake seller. She was selling cake, Dokono. So because she was selling cake, she got that nickname Maame Dokono because of the role she played in that very movie. I was thinking I'm going to clap for that. Now in terms of awards and recognition, Maame Dokono has received several awards and nominations for her contribution to the entertainment industry. Let me just mention a few. National Honors, Orders of the Voter, which was installed on her by the Government of Ghana. Lifetime Achievement Award by the Ghana Film and Television Academy. Honorary Award of Contribution to the Film Industry by the African Movie Academy Awards. She has been the Best Actress Award by Ghana Movie Awards scheme. Best Supporting Actress Award by Ghana Film and Television Academy. She has also been adjudged the Best Actress in Leading Role. Wow, that's a big one. By the Ghana Film and Television Academy. The Icon of the Year Award by the Ghana Entertainment Award. She has also been given the Legend of the Year Award. So when we say she's a legend, it means that it's official. Official, it's a legend. And this was given to her by the Ghana Music and Film Awards. And Excellence in Acting Award given to her by the Ghana Film and Television Academy as well. And then the Special Recognition Award for contribution to the arts. That's the Ghana Association of Writers and Intellectuals. So these are some of the laurels that she has awarded or she has earned by herself. Maame Dokono is also an entrepreneur as well. And she's a successful entrepreneur with business ventures in food and beverage industries. And she has a lot of companies that we can name off. And she's also a humanitarian woman, and she has dedicated herself with humanitarian duties with focus on supporting vulnerable communities, particularly women and children. Philanthropic work. She has initiated and supported various philanthropic projects, including feeding programs, medical outreach, educational initiatives. That's why in this journey that we've taken or we're embarking on, we've added medical outreach to the program, and very soon the CEO himself will come and lay more emphasis on this medical outreach and education initiative that will be embarking on as part of the book project. He's also a cultural ambassador, and he's been a cultural ambassador promoting Ghanaian culture and tradition through her journey and then her work. In terms of mentorship, and as the chief driver just came here to speak about, and then he was part of the By the Fireside, Maame Dokono mentored him, and he could recall that all the guys that were part of the By the Fireside, she particularly mentored most of them, and most of them are now acting as a career. A round of applause for that, I guess. And then I want to talk about her legacy. And when I talk about legacy, I mean she has a lot of legacy. But one legacy that I want to talk about is career acting, inspiring countless individuals through her humanitarian work and entrepreneurial spirit. And I believe that this book also will talk about a lot about her legacy as an entrepreneur. And then in terms of celebrating a milestone, I mean, her 80th birthday is coming up very soon. And maybe we'll sing happy birthday to her before she leaves. But happy birthday in advance to you, Mom. And the 60 years in acting is very significant as a milestone, highlighting her dedication, resilience, and an impact on the entertainment industry. So these are just a few things that I want to talk to you about in terms of her achievement. And as I sit down, I'd like all of you to be standing up, and let's give her an ovation and a round of applause again for this wonderful achievement of our aunt, our sister, our legend, Maame Dokono. Thank you very much.
You can do better. You can do better. At this juncture, I won't want to waste much time. I would like to call the beautiful, the gorgeous, the fine young lady sitting before me there. Please, ma'am, can you come forward? Let them hear from you yourself.
Good afternoon. My real name is Grace Omaboe. I've sold cake for some time, and I don't think I love cake so much. But unfortunately, it is the name that has got stuck on me. Somebody was just saying that they heard I was the girlfriend of President Rawlings. Who is that president? Ah!
Miss, are you?
No. No. I am not the girlfriend of President Rawlings. The wife was a very good friend of mine. We traveled together. We traveled all over the world to do official duties when it comes to emancipation of women. But I was never the girlfriend of President Rawlings. Well, I started acting about, I would say 65 years ago. And I've been in it. I was very little when I started it. And it took me to the Presbyterian Girls Boarding School, to St. Monica's, to Legon, to whenever I start something, I sit down to think of, what do you think what you have started could do for women and children? I was so much in pain when I see children suffering, because I would say that I had all my 6 children through cesarean operation, and so children are very dear to my heart. And I've done politics, I've done music, I've done what again? Media. I've done media. I've done a lot of media work. There is nothing or no media work that I haven't touched. So I thought that after 80, I should put down something for the young ones to emulate. So I asked for the help of because of the age, I usually forget about this. To help me in writing my book. And in the book, I have put down something about the marriages, the 6 children I've had through cesarean operation. I've said something about Odoni Asumbi, how some women were abused and degraded by their husbands, and how we, Brew and I helped to start the Waju. It used to be Waju. And then I've also written about the orphanage. I did orphanage, and then the donations I did or I gave to women. I mean, I could go to hospitals and women who were not able to come out women who were not able to pay their hospital fees were detained, and I had to go in to help them. I've also written about that in the book. I think on the 7th of September, a whole lot of you, everybody should be there to know what I've written in the book. And then when we finish with what I have written in the book, you may have to judge me the best, or whether I was telling the truth or what. Everything will be in the book. So when you buy the book, you will know what I have written in the book. Thank you very much, and thank you for coming. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Rob. Thank you for sharing your story. Thank you for impacting life, and thank you for serving humanity. For most of the young ladies who have come up now, if they had your opportunity at your time with this social media with them, they will actually be on TikTok 24/7. I'm not sure any of them will be able to write book, because they are like the one outside, the one inside. We all have it on TikTok already, so we don't need it. We just need to TikTok book of Asurasis. In doing so, we are doing a couple of projects. The media year, kindly pay attention. I'm coming to call this gentleman who is going to break down the entire what we are doing, this entire process. It is very important to pay attention here. And after this, we're surely going to have an engagement. And after that, I want you to pay attention to this part because that is where you derive your questions, and we will try our best to answer it. And that's where you also do the roadmap as we are moving on this road. His name is, he's the CEO of King-Dawie Publishing, and also he said I should mention other profile. So I'll keep it on low too because of FBI. But his name is Kelvin. Kelvin, please.
All right. Thank you so much for this great opportunity. I think that what we are doing on the 7th goes beyond a book launch, right? It's a celebration of life. Celebration of the legacies of our mom. She's done so much, and it is time to celebrate it. To make sure she comes there and she smiles and says that, God, I thank you for bringing me to Ghana, because that day we will really celebrate you. I wanted to put your hands together once again for me. Yeah. So there's going to be a couple of, there is going to be a couple of activities that we are going to line up during this process. The first one is that, as I said, it's not just about book, it's about the celebration of her life. So 2 main projects we are going to embark on. The first one is we are going to do Feed the Street, right? We know Mommy has done a lot when it comes to philanthropy. She was speaking about the orphanage. There is so much stories we hear about these things, and I can guarantee you, some of you reading the book will cry because of the impact and some of the situations that were handled. So we are going to do Feed the Street. Feed the Street means that we are going to go into various, ghettos and different places on the street, making sure we provide a meal to someone. And our target is to at least reach about 20,000 people. About 20,000 people. That's the first one. The second, when she was speaking, you will realize that she spoke about children, she spoke about women. We are also going to go to the marketplaces, and we are going to have a medical outreach for our mothers in the marketplaces, possibly touch on every market in the country. So in doing that, I'm going to invite the medical team we are partnering with to be able to make this possible. Because we are not medical professionals, we need a medical team to partner with. So I'm going to call upon Sister Rosemond, who represents SIBA Health Consultancy, to give us just a brief in a minute what exactly they are going to do on this journey.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kelvin. My name is Rosemond, a representative from SIBA Health. We are really glad to partner with our mom on her 80th birthday. As we can all see, she's in good health. Had it not been that, we wouldn't be able to celebrate our mom today. Please let's applaud Maame Dokono once again. Yes. Let's celebrate her. We wish all of us here could be in her age and still be in good health. Amen. Amen. All right. As she was speaking, I realized she really had a good heart for women and children. And we are happy and we are glad to be screening the market women, which in one way or the other will have children also coming to be screened. And I think it's something on her heart to be fulfilled. And we are standing for our medical or our professor in charge, who is Professor Dr. Charles Ifon Benjamin. He's our team lead and is going to help us screen all the women and the children on the market of Accra. We didn't mention any markets, but we hope to cover more of the markets as time could provide. We also would screen them for hepatitis B, blood pressures, blood glucose, just to mention some few tests. But then we hope to cover more with time and with our resources could cover. We'll also check on the children in some parts of their child welfare clinics. You know, most of our women in Ghana have this thing done on their side next week I'll take my child for welfare clinic because of their time and then their products on the market. They mostly don't want to leave their products and go for welfare clinics for their children. So we also take the advantage of taking some people along that children welfare, their friend Wayne, to also go and check on these women to help their children go through all the vaccinations as required by the Ministry of Health. Thank you very much. We celebrate you, Maame Dokono, once again. We thank God for your help, and Siba is proud of you. Thank you.
That's awesome. So basically, these are two main things we are going to look out for to be doing as we progress. And also, right after this place, I mean, we are going to start some few media campaigns, making sure the word goes out there. Because I think it's very important to carry this message to the ends of the world. Because if Arnold as Omaboe will say that Maame Dokono is the Oprah Winfrey of Ghana, right? If she was in the US, she would have been bigger than that. You get it? So it is time to celebrate her and make her feel proud. So, Mami, we say we are proud of you. Ghana is going to come on board and we are going to celebrate you big time. Thank you so much.
Thank you, CEO of ladies and gentlemen, at this juncture, we would like to open up for you to interact with us. I'm sure most of you have a couple of questions you want to ask our mom, and you want to get clarity on this. Notwithstanding that, don't ask all your questions because we are coming to the platforms. So we will give you some opportunity to ask some of your questions now. Then you have bigger and larger opportunity on your various platforms to ask any question you want to ask. Now we know we are about 3 different segments. The radio, the TV, the bloggers, which are online people, and the newspaper people. We are willing to engage all of you. We are the Gen Z's great grandmothers. So Gen Z for your grandmother, you get it. So we are closer to you. If we are doing a TikTok show and it's working the number, call on us, reach out to us. We're going to call on you. Please, where's my mic? My second mic. Okay. So please start from the back. There's a gentleman at the back of this one. Let's start with his question. He has already asked all his questions already.
Of tourism, arts and culture, knowing that she's played a very major role all of these years. It cannot be done just by ourselves, but also we need government to know that this woman needs to be celebrated. Is there any consultation of that sort?
Well, I've told Okre about this book lunch. I met him at the dentist, and I told him I hope he will let this go to them. But when Jifa, the previous government, Jifa was my child. He started with us on Oprah, and then when he was made a minister, at that time I wasn't weak like this. I used to go to him, and most of the things that the cultural lesson did, I heard of. But these days I don't hear much from them. But I hope Okreku will tell them, because they told me that he will be coming to the booklet.
Grandma, finally, I don't know if I missed it, the title of the book.
The Unforgettable. The Unforgettable.
A little clarification with the question you asked, right? So letters have gone to certain places. We are in collaboration with 3 of them. We want to get the feedback that we updated on those stuff. She may not be updated on all of them, but we are handling those
I've known you for more than 3 decades now. I was very, very young when you started. So, what I would say is, I'm seeing 6 decades of acting, and a layman may think that you are only celebrating your acting career, but I know that it goes beyond just acting. So I want you to clarify it well, so that it wouldn't be like it's just your acting, because you even went into politics. When I said you even went into politics. So your career goes beyond just acting. So yes. I want you to pinpoint on that aspect, so that people will know that what you are celebrating is not only about your acting, but it entails everything about you.
Yes, as you have said, I went into politics a little. It was Nana Kunedu who actually drove me into politics. But later on, I got to know that if you are in politics and your government doesn't win, it becomes a problem. So, because of what I'm doing, I decided to stop. Because I joined, I would say I joined the 2 parties, and I really suffered from it. So I decided not to go there again.
Please, Kelly. To your mommy. I mean, I always entreat people like you to put together documents like this, because it becomes like a guide for those who are coming and the next, even the generation unborn. I know putting together pieces like this are really difficult moments. I want to find out, just to tease, those sounds there ahead of the launch. Which area was it challenging for you telling that story in the book? Which aspect of your life was really challenging when you were putting down the stories in this yet to launch book? Thank you.
Honestly, it came to a time that when I was putting down those stories, I wept. And I wept because 2019, I lost all the 3 men that were in my life at the same year. The same year, the same time. So, and here was I, whether I didn't know to divide myself into 3 and attend their funerals. But by the grace of God, I was able to do that. And I've written about them in details. When you buy the book, you will see the suffering that I went through before I became what I am today. 3 men, not that I was marrying them at the same time, but those 3 men that you've known, the 3 men of your babies dying at the same time, it's a little bit hard on me. But
we'll go for the next question.
You will hear from it.
Congratulations and happy Scotty blessed birthday to you. So I wanted to find out, I know maybe you tell us in the book though, but I just like my brother said, a small teaser. I wanted to find out, you are 18 years and then 60 years, over 60 I should think, in the industry. And I want to find out how you feel celebrating the 60 decades career anniversary and also your birthday. Then I want to find out again, what fond memories do you have after going on through all these careers and all these life journeys? And when you sit back, how do you feel?
reflect on all these, it makes me feel that I've gone through a lot. The acting, both in the acting field and in through life, you know. So I will not want to. I would not want to talk much about it. Excuse me, I hope you understand. But Kevin was actually, I said, Mommy, you think this is true? I said, yes. And he was able to write it. And I think we should leave it to the book. When you read the book,
very important.
You will get everything from the book. Okay.
I also have a couple of questions, just 3 of them. The first one is that majority of these people here, especially the ladies here, you were a media person some years ago. Very bubbly, very beautiful than most of them here. Very nice. You are the taste of 3 young men there. I asked my great grandfather, said you are a fine woman. And I can see, if you are still beautiful like this at this age, I swear to you, that you are a taste. You know. How did you handle your beauty and professionalism?
Yes, that is also something very important. The women or the girls here, you don't have to make yourself lose for the men. They will always want to, you know, there are some producers or directors who will want to use you before they give you roles. Never say, don't. Keep to your
pants up. Keep your pants up.
Don't make yourself lose and then insist on what you want to do. If you do, you keep on insisting on what you do and you know that you will do it well. If they don't give you to you, the director don't give it to you in his production, you will get somebody else to give you that role. So please, never make yourself cheap for them. During our time, it was there, but we were able to, yes. So don't make yourself lose, okay?
So ladies, you see, so to my second question, I'll call other people. To my second question, I've always asked myself, you went to politics because of a particular reason. If today, 7th January, we declare you the President of the Republic of Ghana, then what will be one thing in your heart that you say, for this thing, I want Maame Dokono to be known for it, I want to change this thing, and that's why I enter into politics. What would be that one thing you want to change?
It's about the women, the emancipation of women. And when the time that I went into politics, the area where I come from, it was somehow rural. Mud houses and the roads were bad. Everybody, and they all belonged to NPP. Yes, at that time, my house, home, and everybody belongs to NPP. So, if I want to, the roads are still not done. Some are done.